Hi everyone, it's Allison from Fathom 5 Tarot and Merry December! I'm so excited. I am so full of the Christmas spirit this year, it's a bit ridiculous. And I made myself a promise last year that when I felt that way, I was just going to start celebrating. So, because I always feel like I put it off and put it off, and then I just run out of time to do all the things that I want to do. Last year, I didn't watch Christmas Vacation. It was a problem. So anyway, I wanted to commemorate this 1st of December and this very happy festive season with a little video. First, I thought I would talk a little bit about some decks I've been using in November. After Halloween, I made a spoopy deck video about all my tarot decks that I use over the Halloween season, which I love. But I don't know if I could put them into a running. They're such different holidays, but I just love Christmas. But first, so I'm going to talk about a deck at the end of the video that I've acquired for this season, which I'm really excited about. I'm actually going to unbox it. There's not much to the unboxing, and show it. But first, I thought I would talk a little bit about the decks I've been using over the last month, because I've really enjoyed it. And I find November to be sort of a quieter, more contemplative time after Remembrance Day in Canada, Memorial Day if you're in America. The days are getting shorter, it's getting darker, it's getting colder gradually, and just sort of more of a drawing in time before you start to do these extra things in your home to bring in the light leading up to the winter solstice. So I don't know if you can see, I've tried to angle my computer so you can't see the chaos that is my house, because my husband and I are doing a big clean so that the house is really clean before we put up Christmas decorations, which I hope to start tonight a little bit. We're not going to get a tree today, but sometime soon we'll go and cut our tree down and go from there. So in the meantime, I want to talk about some decks that I've been enjoying for November. And I've been pretty monogamous just out of busyness. It's probably the busiest time of year in my job, these 2 months, although it's sort of bonkers all year round. But leading in through November and December, I'm a teacher, but the extracurriculars that I'm involved in just sort of really hit their head right about now, which is why I'm stealing these few little minutes to make this particular video. And then I'm going to go back to work, even though it's the weekend. But the first deck that I've been using and just loving is the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane. And this is a deck that I have had sort of a bit of a roller coaster relationship with, because I purchased the independent version of this deck from Indiegogo just as her campaign was ending. And nothing has changed about how I feel about the art. I think it's super cool. It's a kind of collage artwork that I can really get behind. But as you will notice, this is not the indie deck. Oh, some of them are upside down. That's a gorgeous one. And the reason it's so... I waited for a while for it, and I do not care about that. I can wait till the cows come home, and I'm not impatient. I just don't care. Like, if I trust the product is going to be made, then I don't care. I know people are getting very anxious about Avalon Cameron's deck. Happy to wait for that. I am 100% confident that there is a beautiful deck coming my way. Whoops, sorry. But with this one, I think just my expectations were high because it was indie, and because there was like going to be a special card for indie supporters. I think this has probably been talked about a number of times before. And it was just like a thank you card. Like, thanks. And the cardstock wasn't great. The backings were kind of cool, but I like these backings better. I really like these backings, actually. And they were smaller than this. So I was really bummed out by it. And I felt like we'd been a little bit misled. Isn't that gorgeous? By this special card just for indie backers sort of promise that felt like a real letdown. And so I put it away, and I've never used it, still never used it. And I was like, well, I guess the Crow Tarot is not for me, but the art I just love. I love it. And I am not a bird person. I'm not a collage art person. I love the way the borders are a different color. The way she's brought life to these crows it's just beautiful. And eventually I went ahead and got the mass market edition because it is in every way better than the indie edition. It has a better guidebook, which I don't think I brought it downstairs with me. Sorry. But it's like a thick, oh, here we go. Here we go. Like a thick guidebook that fits into the box, whereas it was literally just a tiny little white book. The box is hard and gorgeous, whereas it was just a useless little tuck box in the indie edition. And part of me was like, well, I don't approve of some of the choices this creator made and how they dealt with their campaign, but I'm giving her more money. But whatever, life's too short. It's a gorgeous deck, and it's just perfect for this time of year. I think because so many of the colors sort of mimic what are in the trees around me, or what were. The leaves are pretty much all gone now from where I am, but I just, it's very faithful to Rider-Waite Smith, and yet different enough that you can really pull new things out of it. And so I've just really enjoyed the Crow Tarot, and I don't know that I'll put it away, but that's really been my like late fall post-Halloween mainstay. Along with that, and I think all three of these, when I look at them, they all go together beautifully, and the coloring is so similar. I was going to say symbolism. That's not the word I wanted. But is the gorgeous Pagan Otherworlds. I adore this deck. And it's all over the place. I don't necessarily need to show images. But it just speaks to me of this more contemplative time. Even the action cards, like here is a stag rearing, but everything looks thoughtful and considered. It's because of the gorgeous art style. And how, while it does depict different seasons, none of them seem to be particularly summery, but a lot of them are fall-y and wintry. See, look at, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just my understanding of this form of art, but there is motion implied, but I still feel like it's not like the Knight of Cups and I know it's not supposed to be, it's the Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords and the Rider-Waite Smith, who's clearly like going gangbusters. It's just so beautiful. Let's see. And I really like here's a great example. The Two of Pentacles. Very pippy, but like look at those fall colors in there. Just really works for me. Oh, there's boobs in this deck. Boobs. And then I love the moon cards as well. Sometimes I spread them out there, and then I put the moon cards out and then do a card for each moon card to do like a monthly read. That's fun. Well, I don't know. Everybody knows this deck. See, this is, I mean, clearly to me, it's sort of a summary. All the leaves are out, but it still feels like fall to me. So I've really enjoyed that. And you can just see, I'm just going to take sort of two at, not that one because it's a moon card, but two at random. Like, you can just see, like, and even the backs, like they just sort of live in the same world to me. You go here, you go there. Yay. And then finally, this is a brand new deck to me that I got because someone in my area was selling it. And I wasn't sure. I mean, nobody can deny the quality of these gorgeous decks, but I wasn't sure if it would really speak to me. It's the Maiden Oracle by Layla and Olive. Again, I'm a super animal person, but my knowledge of plants is not great. I like this one because it's got keywords and the plant, but I still use the guidebook every time, but I have really enjoyed it. And I think, again, because of the tea staining, because of the colors and the faded, even the nature of the backs, I don't know if I can, yeah, you'll see. It looks like the backs have also been faded. Can you just see along the edge there? But it's such a gorgeous deck for the fall. And I love the way it feels in my hands. I'm such a tactile, look at this little bat. Such a tactile person. Sometimes I wonder if it's the whole reason I like cards is I just love the idea of shuffling and feeling them, and like if it takes every ounce of my being to not order Jamie Sawyer's tarot tiles because I just want to play with them all day. But as I said in my last video, my kid's now playing an expensive sport with expensive gear, and I just gotta pace myself. But if you have the means, Jamie Sawyer on Etsy, her tarot tiles look gorgeous. And you can just see, let's just do a couple of these. Like, whoops, they stuck together. How much fun this little combo has been. Just drawing off the top here. Isn't that nice? And then let's just do a little, let's do a little of this. Isn't that awesome? It's been a great month, you guys. One more. Oh, the Tower and Shun Knight. Just a random draw. So those have been my 3 fall decks. 11 minutes. Okay, here we go. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this one. Oh, it's under all my detritus. But I have a deck to unbox. This is what it looks like. It's just a really simple box. It's the winter Waite for December 1st. This is from a site called Tarot Collectibles, and I saw Simon from Hermit's Cave do a video on this deck. I'm just going to cut it open now. I think just after Christmas last year, and having a Christmassy tarot deck has been something I've been yearning for ages. This is why I knew I shouldn't try and slice it open on camera, because I'm not good. Oh, here we go. So I ordered it last January. And then I was like, I am not going to open it until it's time. And so this plastic coming off is a testament to my self-control, which almost never happens. I don't just save decks. I always open them up right when I get them. But it's time. It's time. And here we go. The winter Waite. I've never ordered a deck from Tarot Collectibles either. So this is my first. And I think you can buy a nicer box, but I was like, nah, I'm going to try and find at Michael's or the dollar store like a cute little Christmas box to keep them in anyway, so I'm not going to spend the extra money shipping Canadian dollar, blah, blah, blah. So it comes with a little Happy Holidays card. Isn't that cute? Thank you for purchasing the Winter Waite Tarot, blah, 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 blah. Celebrate the winter season. Other decks they have. Images are very straightforward. Oh, and I got the borderless version. So you had an option. So mine don't have titles, but it's the Waite Smith who needs titles. Not this girl. So here we go. Here are the backs. Get ready for this adorableness. I love it. La 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 la. And it's literally the images, but they've just been given a Christmassy sheen. So he's got snowflakes on his robes. And I mean, I guess I should say that the image they're not the exact pixie images, right? They're not, but they're so close. Look at the bunnies. Emperor. Amazing. And he's quite close to the Waite Smith Emperor. And lots of dudes have been Santified. Our lovers have been given clothes because it's cold. Now, the Chariot. I don't like it. It's too different for me. I knew this when I was getting it. I knew they had changed. I think maybe they just substantially changed the Emperor and the Chariot. Maybe there's one more. I can't remember. It's been almost a year. But I love the idea of a sled. I don't know. I just, the elves with their big ears take me out of it a little bit because, I don't know. I don't know why. They just do. But this is awful sweet. I just think it's really clever. Look at this gorgeous hermit. He's got snow. Look at his snow built up on his head. That's pretty funny. Maybe a little too cherry for me, a little too kitsch, but who cares? It's Christmas. It's the time for kitsch. Nice and naughty. I love it. Hanged Man. Christmas Elf. And you still have all your more challenging cards. Death. Temperance. Not putting her foot in that water. Too chilly. I think this might be Krampus. I'm not that familiar with Krampus lore. It's something I want to learn about this year, but a little chilling that it's kids in there, but they're cold. I think I won't go through all of them, but I do also love they're like Star. It's freezing. Put some clothes on. Again, not that I'm opposed to nudity, but it would look pretty weird if she was just like naked in the snow. I love them. I guess maybe I do like kitsch. I don't know. I'm kitsch fickle. I'm kitschkle, I guess. Okay. You know the baby on the horse everybody hates for the sun? This is what we call leaning in. I'm not a big fan of that one either. Judgment. And the world. Again, I don't know what the words, but whatever. Completion, happy holidays. Okie doke. Lots of elves. There we go. Let's find a few more fun ones here. Ooh, I love this one with the robin redbreast. Like, it's coming, right? Things are coming. You just have to be patient and wait. This cracks me up because of her hair. Look at all that hair. It's like Cher. Gorgeous, though. And like a family Christmas. And I just love the festive nature of the nights. The wine in the cups. Wine and wassail. I like this too, because there's a thaw, right? Like an emotional thawing. If you just turn your head in the right way, you would see. And I also love the little squirrel running up the tree. We have so many squirrels around here. It's good. It almost falls, literally. It almost falls into the problem I have sometimes with some versions of just the traditional Waite Smith deck, and that the colors of his cowl and what's in the vase are quite similar, so it looks a bit muddled and blurry to me. Isn't this beautiful? Following yonder star. Nice. Oh, that's quite a different one, too. Carolers. That fish is breaking through the ice in that cup. Let's see, what else do we want to look at? Oh, I just love the incorporation of the Christmas animals. I like this because it really emphasizes to me the sort of sense of play of this card, like the battle, but not the game-changing line in the sand battle. I do really like that interpretation. That's really pretty. I just love the color contrast and the color of the sky in that one. That falls on my less loved kitsch thing, but I get it. That's adorable. That's really cool. I like that one a lot. I love me the Queen of Wands. Kitty cat. Oh, everybody loves the Two of Swords. With that purple? Yes, please. I really like this too. It's so simple given that it's a winter Waite. But the frozen heart, which is such a dangerous consequence of heartbreak, that's actually a really meaningful Three of Hearts hearts. 3 of hearts. Just gonna play a little canasta. I don't even know. Do you play canasta with a regular card deck? I don't even know. It's lovely. Oh, there's another following yonder star. That's gorgeous. Everybody loves their 8 of swords. There she is. And 10 of swords. I love the daybreak in this one, just the sun peeking over, which instead of a pink color, which again, where I'm from, in these wintry mornings, the sunrise looks pink. So that really speaks to me. Knight of Swords. Oh. 3 of Pentacles. Huh. Where'd you come from at the end of the swords? That's funny. Do I have 2 copies of this card? I don't know. Anyway, isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? I'm really going to enjoy using my winter Waite. You can get it in a border version with the titles if you want. The cardstock is pretty typical. Nice, not too glossy. Well, my lighting's so garbage. Everything looks super glossy in my house, but when I'm doing these videos. But I like it. I hate glossy cards. I hate them, and I like these. They don't look too glossy at all. Colors are gorgeous. The interpretations are fun. If you're a Christmas or winter fan, it's awesome. So I'm taking my Christmas hat and I didn't even see my Christmas sweater. Yay! And I am gonna keep cleaning my house. Wah wah. But it's okay, because once the cleaning's over, then the Christmas decorations can come out, and I am excited. So, happy December. I hope this video finds you well, and that you are starting festivities and happy, warm thoughts of being with other people on this month yourself. Have a great day. Bye.